we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakurash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who labored and taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. All right. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right. War. What's happening? Chess pieces are moving. Russia is now supporting Africa, which, you know, in other words, Russia's getting ready to take over Africa, Russia and China. All right.
Yeah, China already in there.
Because China's already in there very deep.
Oh, yeah.
Very deep. Because what? Resources.
Yeah.
Africa is full of raw earth metals or raw earth materials. The shit that come in these iPhones, your TVs, all right, optics, everything that you see, it comes from Africa. Those metals.
It's still the wealthiest continent on the planet.
The wealthiest.
And that's one of the reasons why them Hamites and them Jakes over there is waking up. Because one of them said it wasn't the leader of the EAF, it was some other guy, or the EFF. It was one of them other guys. I think he was one of them Congo general butt naked type dudes.
Yeah.
But he said, you know, Africa has never been poor. The people have been poor because they're constantly being robbed. Right. And it was a beautiful thing to see all them Edomites on their knees, police officers included. They will not show those videos here in America. All right? As those Hamites and them Jakes over there was marching all those Edomites out of there, man. They got chased from among men.
Yeah.
It's almost remnant of what happened in the Dark Ages, man, when they got forced up into the Caucasus, man. All right? And what was happening is they were forced up in the Caucasus. Their women became concubines.
Spoils.
Their women became concubines, man. That is exactly what happened during that time period. I mean, that's just the God honest truth.
That's right.
All right. The few of them that was left behind, that's what they were scrubbing floors.
That's right.
And popping toes.
With a smile on their face.
Yep. Looking you up in the eyes as they was doing it. Yeah, I mean, it was that's how it was, man.
Right.
But it was a beautiful thing. Somebody get Psalms 69 and 22. All right. And go ahead, read it, brother.
This is Psalm 69 and 22.
Say it with your chest out.
Psalms 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
And that's what's happening because, you know, you had this one Edomite on there pleading, talking about all the murders of the farmers, you know, and then Jake came on right behind him on this video and was like, well, why don't you show me the receipts that your forefathers have when they bought this land? Well, I'll wait. He said, show us the receipts when you bought this land. He said, no, you stole this land from my people, and now they're taking it back.
And Salaki,
you know?
they try to dramatize it like the H word, aloe,
Right.
for aloe offs. They try to dramatize it. They got these fucking all these white crosses talking about all the farms. You see that
all
shit?
those South African
From the
farms.
helicopter view.
Yeah.
I said, man, these damn crackers that killed that. I just cut that shit off.
They didn't kill
These
millions.
crackers
Millions.
killed everybody, man.
You know, somebody get Nahum and Nahum 3-1 Micah. You know what I want, Micah 2.
All the
2
people.
and 1.
This is horrible.
Right, because how did they get that land? Through blood and violence, man.
Yep.
All right.
I got that.
All right. They got this shit through pew 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 and disease. And they were pew pew pewing old people, young people, women, children. It didn't matter.
Democracy.
Right? And then I just find it amazing why it's so difficult for people to see. You know, if I establish something through blood, all right, and then I build up a Christian church,
Good Christian
and preach love, when I just raped, robbed, and murdered my way to authority. That's just the God honest truth, man. And my lion brothers, they raped, robbed, and murdered their way to authority, and now they sit at the you know the scripture I want, calling themselves as God. You know what I'm trying to say. And now so you done raped, robbed, and murdered your way into authority, and now you sit up like you're this righteous judge. No, All right, and then you want to hide and cover up, because here's the killer thing. Here's the amazing thing about that. When you look at it, all right, in years past and not that long ago, they boasted and bragged about these events.
Yep.
They boasted and bragged about it, about how they dominated you and all the things that they did to you. And now when it's brought out on social media platforms, when it's brought out in the school, they want to cry foul, and it's making us feel insecure, and they're making our children ashamed of themselves and all that. Then you shouldn't have did the shit.
Right.
How do you think it made us feel? You know? And then they throw it in your face, say, oh yeah, y'all was kings and shit. Because we were.
Yeah.
And you stole all our shit from us.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you think we feel when we own all the land as far as you can see? All right? And our people were taken care of and provided for. And all of a sudden we were forced to stay within the limitations of your plantation.
Right.
And if I set foot off your plantation, I have to have a damn dog tag. In case you brothers didn't know, the whole military with the dog tag, that goes back to slavery. You have to have a tag when you left the plantation. If you need to go down to the next plantation or something like that, you have to have that tag. And if you didn't have it and the slave catchers caught you, you know, you didn't have a good day. You didn't have a good day. So bring out those scriptures about the shot.
Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery.
Right, so this is a bloody city, and it's full of lies and robbery. And most of the biggest lies are told in them churches.
Facts.
That's what the biggest lie, because they set up the same people who rape, robbed, and murdered, and rape, robbed, and murdered their way to authority are the same people who set up the churches and use the Lord's good book as a weapon against his people.
Yep.
He took their own book and weaponized it against them and painted the picture of him so that he's sitting on the throne as the judge. Read.
In the name of God. The prey departeth not.
And the prey departeth not, man. We're still here. All right. You know, I just put up a meme not long ago how Putin is coming against the alphabet mafia in every way.
Yep.
All right, he's coming against them. He's forbidding the surgeries to be done in this country. He's forbidding the medicines to be used.
Yep.
He's forbidding people who he called it fraud. If you got on your if you trying to adopt a child and you was born a man and now you saying you're a woman, you can't adopt a child.
Yeah.
And I said, and you know, so it really seems to me from the outsider looking in, that Putin is being more like a Christian nation than America.
Right.
All right, because the alphabet mafia all up in arms with their lips stuck, their arms crossed and their lips stuck poked out. All right, they all mad and shit, puffing and huffing, chooking as they would say, you know, and Putin like fuck you. Look, you can't do that, and you know what? That's a leader I could actually get behind, because the man stuck. He put his foot down. He said what was right. He used the Bible to back it up. And then he went political with it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right? That's actually a man I could get behind. You know, and then quite frankly, as an outsider looking in, if I was like, you know, if I was a warrior, if I'm in the military, all right, and I'm getting ready to fight, I would rather fight with a man like Putin than a man like Biden.
Right.
And that's not me being a traitor. It's just me being wise.
Right.
Very
Because
wise.
who you think gonna get out? All right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Because it's clearly that Putin was about that life. His
Yeah.
whole life. And you know,
Doing that
and Biden just been a spoiled ass brat and then a pedophile most of his adult life.
See now, pedophile.
All right?
Bro, I'm talking about retarded, man. He got the fucking shakes.
Yeah.
You know, fight. This nigga Putin got his shirt off. He riding the horse.
He had that Sam.
He got the Sambo belt on with no gi. That's how you know he in the Greek. Because he ain't the belt ain't even holding shit up. It just look real on him.
Yeah.
He got this 25-year-old Russian bitch
Let's
pregnant.
go.
This nigga,
Well,
look, he training with his
damn,
man
and not only
every
that, man.
Yo.
Hey, look, man, if you ever seen like judoka, like real judoka, it's a rough ass sport, man.
Yeah.
And prior to him being a political leader, That dude was like a fifth or sixth degree black belt judoka and fucking judo. Judo is a rough ass sport, man. It is really, it's hard. You know, I mean, man, it's really a rough sport, man. It's a hard sport to train, man. With a lot of endurance and a lot of wear and tear on your body, because you constantly getting thrown. You get, you know, in the average class, you get thrown, you know, anywhere from 35 to 40 times, man.
Yeah.
You land it, bam, bam, bam. Some throws are way more violent than others, man.
You see that one where it was Khabib, it was Henry Cejudo, it was Usman, and I think it was Justin Gaethje there. All accomplished wrestlers. Like, these niggas really know how to fight. And Khabib said it, he said, man, you know, father killed me for this. I don't want to say it, but top fight judo any day. He said, I want to say wrestling, brother, I love wrestling, but judo any day.
And not only that, because judo is I mean, wrestling is good. You won't really want to lock horns with a wrestler. But judo is also more suited for physical, for tactical combat, from a military police standpoint, and for street shit.
Right.
Because people are wearing clothes, man.
Grab them and toss
People are wearing clothes. They got on sleeves and pants.
Yep.
That judo gonna be exactly just like jiu-jitsu. People are wearing clothes, man.
Right.
So you know, everybody stripping down, pulling up, come down to their drawers. We looking like them damn Brazilians, like Hicks and Gracie. You know, Hicks and Gracie slapping Hugo Duarte on the beach, and they both in speedos. You know, that ain't man.
Freak as fuck.
Right, freak as fuck, man. You know, everybody ain't walking around like that, man. Alright? Bring out the scriptures, Pop the shop.
I got that's good.
Either one, it don't matter.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
So I'm going to continue to say that. This man got in authority by rape, robbery, and murder and established himself as an authority. You can't, that's what he did. And now after establishing himself with rape, robbery, and murder, theft, all right, he's established himself as a judge, he's established himself as an officer of the law. He's established himself as a spiritual leader of people. And how can that be? All right? How can that be, Bereed?
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Wisdom of Solomon 2, like 8 through like 11. Read what you got.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was the point.
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and you was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Now that's them farmers. All right? Because that apartheid shit wasn't no joke, man. You know, that was worse than the H word. See, that you know, these people will cry about the H thing. You know, that whole H thing. They'll make, you know, a big deal out of it. But then when you look at the suffering that Jake went through, it went on for centuries.
Just niggas relax.
All right?
Get over it.
Right. It's like it was a long, you know, they went through one event. All right? And we're not gonna say the name so that we don't get strikes or anything like that. All right? We're not gonna say the name, so you know, for that. But they went through one event and try to compare it to hundreds of millions.
No.
And not to mention that their event is questionable. There's definitely a lot of stuff missing and a lot of, you know, just saying. All right? But what we're talking about, is factual. And there's no doubt about it. All right? We didn't have to write law. We didn't have to put laws in place to where you can get strikes on videos and strikes with free speech. And in some countries, I don't know if you brothers are aware, but in some countries you actually get ticketed and could go to jail for speaking against this event that's very questionable.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know it.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't have to put laws in place to protect the truth. Right. You only have to put laws in place to protect lies. It's too embarrassing and shameful for rapists, for murderers, for robbers who've established themselves as an authority.
Pedophiles.
Now you the CIA, the FBI, that and the other, the MI6, the Messiah. You are in positions of authority, all right, and in the positions to pass judgment and law.
Right.
When you raped, robbed, and murdered your way, the very things that you supposedly are supposed to be against. Not to mention, we're going to talk about heritage theft, identity theft. All right, you know that's a big one with the feds here in America.
Right.
Well, then it seems like everybody with other JOO should all be being sitting in rooms getting questioned, sweating and shit. All right, with the light shining on them.
Right.
With some big bald head, fat finger nigga look like Bill Duke, somebody, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right?
That nigga said, you see that?
Right. Talking about got it.
Got him.
Go ahead, brother.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
All right, and that falling away was us losing our heritage and then being given false identities, mainly based around color. All right, color is a false social construct that was created to control the narrative. Point blank, period. Fuck what you talking about. That's what it was. It was created to control the narrative. All right, on race. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
And that man of sin be revealed.
That man has been revealed. One of the things he did is when he came into America, he found a bunch of chocolate natives that looked like the brother right here. Look like Yawasop. All right. Then they took a lot of them images, you know, they took them and they reclassified. They called them Moors. All right. And they reclassified them a lot of them guys as Negroes. All right? Mm-hmm. You came over here, you raped, robbed, and murdered, you lightened up the Northern Kingdom, you raped the shit out of them.
Yeah.
All right? For hundreds of years, man. I mean, you know, Cristobal Colon, they got off, they couldn't even land good and they was already raping the women, man.
Hey, Elder, now if I may, because you got to put the pain where Keisha is also accompanies you Latin tribes. Because there are accounts that says when you saw them coming off the ships with those silver, you ran to those motherfuckers. Ooh. Now when they started really showing you who they were, then it's like, oh no, come save us, you know. But at that point, it was over with, man. But just like the black woman betrayed us on the ships, all right, hey, the speaking woman, she betrayed the Northern Kingdom, man. When those fucking bastards got off those ships.
It was like that. Yeah, they got a saying for that in Spanish. Ariala talks about it all the time. But they had this one chick in Puerto Rico. I'm trying to remember her name. And that brother used to be in the Simeonite that used to be in Valor, New Jersey. Used to talk about her all the time. Because they you know, because brothers believe that J-Lo is that broad come back again, which she might be. But basically, no.
He's talking about
it's correct. We're talking about the Ephraimite. We're talking about the Ephraimite.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, how the hell you gonna get Selena out of that, brother?
Yeah.
He think another movie.
But anyway,
He think about that movie, boy. Right.
You know what movie Jake was.
anyway, well, you know, Lord punished her and took her away from here, but she was bad as hell.
Oh my God. Yes, Selena.
But nevertheless, this chick was constantly, she basically sold out her people to the Spaniards. All right, and it turned out, they said that she was, they had them walls in over there in the land of Puerto Rico, and this broad was sneaking them in over the walls, showing them how to get over the walls, and they were trying to find all the gold, because Puerto Rico had a lot of gold. Yeah, right. That's why it was called Puerto Riches. Yep. Right, and you'll find a constant name among the Ephraimites is Castillo, which means castle, because they had all them high walls and them castles over there. All right, and this broad was basically, she was known for helping the enemy against their own people, and the men got together and they ended up killing them. All right, the Ephraimite men ended up killing their ass. Good. Now you got to remember too, man, Ephraim truly is, and they're one of the largest tribes. And Ephraim truly is fruitful, man, because their numbers was down. They was basically, they were worse than Benjamin. They said it was just as bad. Said it was down to about 500 of them, less than 500 of them. Yeah, estimated about 500 men left. So they damn near, wiped out the sperm line. And unlike in America, we ain't women worshipers up here. We understand through the scriptures that a nation is continued by its men, not its women. Right? Point blank. Period. If your woman lies down with a heathen, that child that comes forth is a heathen, regardless of its skin color. That goes back to those false narratives that I was talking about earlier. One of those false narratives is what? The whole color thing, this whole black-white thing. Those are false social constructs that they created, man. We weren't being called black, and they definitely weren't being called white. They made that shit up to control the narrative, man. And they printed that into the books and into history, man. As a matter of fact, prior to that, people were called people of melanin who had melanin were called either swarthy or tawny, dusky, swarthy, tawny, and dusky. All right, and that basically was your chocolate dude, your medium dude, and your light skinned dude. That's what that was. All right, swarthy, tawny, and dusky. That's what that was talking about, man. All right, and they were simply red. And then they put that title on the natives. The natives was brown. They still brown to this day. And you didn't lighten them up the way you raped and robbed and murdered them too. All right? But if you go back far enough, in Virginia, in 1681, the Negro and the Native were both identified as being the same people by the people in the colonies. They were calling them both niggas. They were calling them niggas and calling them forest niggas. Tree niggas. I remember watching a movie on cable, and they had these Gadites all dressed up in their war paint and hiding in the trees, and you had the what do you call them guys used to round up all the animals and sell them, what do they call them, traders or the fur traders? There's a name for them. But one of them told the other guy to be quiet. You so loud, you gonna let every tree nigga in the forest know we here. Right? And little did he know that the tree niggas was right there on top of him.
Right.
Knives and tomahawks in hand.
Right.
All right? Exactly. Okay?
Right.
Tree niggas was right on their ass. He was like, man, you need to be quiet. You don't let every tree nigga in the forest know we here.
We got the up on
You know? Right, we got the ups on it. Ah, shit. But you know what? But, all those are lies, man. So once again, we're talking about a man who put himself in authority through rape, robbery, and murder. Rape, robbery, murder, he established himself as a judge. He established himself as the law. He established himself as a teacher. And our people blindly follow him still, collectively.
Right.
All right, many of our people are waking up now, but a lot of them are waking up to bugged out philosophies. Like I was listening to Lisa Cabrera today, when she on that black only Israelite thing. It's clear that she's on that. Right? Her last name is Cabrera. Dummy. No, what she thinks is that basically her whole thing is that only the natives of America and the islands, only the ones that got color, is our people. The ones who are fair skinned or look like white people, they can't be our people. Well, that means that you really don't understand. You don't really have knowledge. It's our people got scattered to the four corners of the earth among all people. Among all people. So guess what? Some of me, hey, look, Tina Marie was one of us.
Let's go.
All right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's a perfect example. All right? About our people being scattered among the heathen. Justin Timberlake, one of us, man. All right?
Bruce Lee.
Because he another one. He had too much salt not to be.
Drinking Henny.
All right?
That's right.
He had too much salt not to be. Man, in the stacks and the big ass flat collars, and when the beard, the goatee, that,
Come on, man. Right.
man, come on, man. He had too much salt, man.
Come on, man.
Right, the heathen, hey, look, the heathen nations don't have no salt, man. If you go, you may.
Okay, is it true that years ago that the Kung Fu master had to have Negro blood
That was the samurai.
Okay, samurai.
That was the samurais, not the kung fu master.
The Negro.
Well, it's basically it's evident that the whole samurai thing started with Negroes in that part of the world. All right, because our people were over there, and if you understand the Bushido and how it works, being I'm a part of that world, and then you understand our culture, they line up tip for tat. The whole jiu-jitsu thing, that all came from all that. They're ancient scrolls of the Israelites in uniforms that look like gis, doing drills and throws and stuff like that. So that definitely came from us.
Yep, Yasuki.
All right. Yaski, you talk about Yaski.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Yaski.
He was a famous black samurai that they even made an anime about.
Yep.
Not too long ago. Because they couldn't hide that history.
Yep.
All right. As a matter of fact, I believe that the character that Keanu Reeves played in the 47 Ronin, that was inspired by Yaski, and that event actually supposedly happened. So nevertheless, switch up. Give me Baruch 2 and 30, and any precepts that go with it. All right.
Got it.
And what's that one at Tobit?
Oh, yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Got it.
I got it. Baruch 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baruch 2
You're gonna read from 30 to the end.
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is stiff-necked people.
Right?
But in the land of their captives, they shall remember
So in
themselves.
the land of their captivities, every place where we went, like I said, our people got scattered to the four corners of the earth. Right? The first slave trade amongst our people was with the Ishmaelites, the Muslims, the Arabs. That's why so many of our people are Muslim today. So you got half of the brothers is Muslim, and the other half is Christian.
Yep.
All right, and why our people went into slavery under both. And the Muslim world, for the most part, was Ishmael, the sons of Ishmael, also Hebrew people, and then the Christians, who were the people who became Christians, were basically the Edomites, who are also sons of Abraham. They're Hebrews too. A lot of people don't want to admit that or see that, but the so-called white man is a Hebrew. He's just a Hebrew Edomite.
Yep.
Right. He's not the right kind of Hebrew.
God
All right.
knows.
There's more than you. So the Hebrews of the Bible, they aren't the only Hebrew nation. There are other Hebrew nations, although they were the only people who are actually identified as the Hebrews. But if you begin to study and learn, you find out that Abraham had eight sons. So, and Abraham was a Hebrew. Somebody get that real quick. Genesis, I think the 3rd chapter. Abram was a Hebrew as well.
Yep.
All right. So anybody that came out of him is what?
Hebrew.
You are what your father is. Your father is what his father is. And if your grandfather, all right, was a Hebrew, then your father's a Hebrew, and then any children that came out of him are Hebrews, regardless of what they call themselves today. Because you can convert to Christianity, you can convert to Judaism, you can convert to Islam. You're a Hebrew by blood. All right?
This is Genesis 14:13.
14.
And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew.
Abram the who?
The Hebrew,
Yup.
for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshau.
That's why it says not when it talks about Abram, when it says not of many seeds, but of one. All right, because only one of his seeds was counted to the promise. All right, and that would be Isaac. And then Isaac had two seeds, and one got put by, one got the boot. All right, and the other one got the blessing. All right, and the one who got the boot was the people who refer to themselves as Caucasian or white today.
I got it.
All right, that's simple. As simple as that. They were the ones who got put by, and then the second son, because normally the blessing goes to the first son, but in this case it went to the second son. Same, and it gave you a precursor to that to Jacob and Esau. I'm not a precursor, but it gave you another example of that later on with Ephraim and Manasseh. Right, because Manasseh is actually the firstborn of Joseph, but Ephraim was the one that got blessed. All right, when he brought his sons before his father to get that blessing, all right, he brought his sons before him. He brought Manasseh to his right hand and Ephraim to his left hand, but Jacob couldn't even see He was like damn near blind. Hey, Jacob could barely even see. All right? And but even when he's half blind, the Spirit made him switch his hands. And then his son Joseph tried to grab his hand and put it on Manasseh. Like, no, Dad, he's the firstborn. He's like, no, this is what the Lord wanted. The Lord wanted the second son to get the lion's share. It's not that Manasseh's not. I'd be happy to be a Manasseh right now. That's one of the warrior tribes. But the Lord put his hand. The Lord had Jacob put his hand on Ephraim's hand, and he put his left hand on Manasseh's hand. All right. And he didn't get a blessing. He wanted the 12 tribes. Manasseh's one of the 12. You can't get a better blessing than that.
Yeah.
He in there.
Right.
All right. Regardless of what happened, win or lose, he in there.
That's right. This is Romans 9:7, just laying backing off what the elder said. It says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. It's talking about the promise. It says, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
There it is.
Yeah, it went to Isaac, man, because if you remember, Abraham, he had yes, was it 6 sons by Keturah?
Yes. Yeah.
He had 6 sons by Keturah. Then he had Ishmael. Then he had Isaac. All right. But what? The blessing came down upon Isaac. And then when the blessing, when the time came, he removed all his other sons away from Isaac. He sent them and their mama on their way. He kept Isaac. Like, no, Isaac right here, man. You know. So that just goes to show it's not because
and
you were children of Abraham.
And he was extremely rich, so they didn't go away like they were starving.
Right.
Like, damn, Dad was.
He didn't kick them out, you know.
He sent them what they were good.
Right.
But the lion's share, it all went to Isaac. That's
right.
Because why? In him was it called?
Right.
Yep.
Something that they don't teach in church. That's why they try to separate. They even try to separate the Lord from his blood relatives and make him God. They try to make their whole Trinity thing. The God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. When they say they're one, it means they're on one accord. They're different entities. They got different names. And the Lord, it talks about going to his Father. The scriptures talk about him standing at the right side of his Father.
Right.
They're trying to say that the Lord is schizophrenic.
Right.
No man knows the
He looking up to the heavens praying, oh myself.
Right.
And
Who was he praying to?
Exactly.
Who did he say, if it be possible, take this cup from me?
Exactly.
Who did he pray to when he was it in the Garden of Gethsemane?
Yeah.
Basically, when he was about to do what he had to do, he prayed. He said, Lord, if it be possible, can you take this cup away
Is there any other way?
You're right.
But it wasn't no other way. He had to be that sacrificial lamb for all of us.
Right.
And himself.
Who sent the
He had to
angel?
die because he even had to die for himself. Because people don't understand that part. That really goes over the head.
another lesson.
All right, that's a whole nother lesson. All right, he said he died in the scriptures. Somebody get it real quick, and then we're gonna finish those precepts we had. But he said he had to die first for his own sins, then for the nations. But we all know that he never sinned. So how is that? That's a question that you should be asking. But go ahead.
Oh yes.
This is Hebrew. You got it.
Finishing the Baruch.
You finish up the ones, the Baruch and the we got scattered scriptures. Then we're gonna go to that.
Baruch 2:31. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity,
And that's what we're doing now. All right.
and think upon my name.
And think upon my name. And the Lord only has one name. That's another thing. Lisa Cabrera has some dude on her channel talking about Yahuwah, whatever. There's something he was saying. They coming up with all these bugged out names, and the scriptures clearly say that the Lord, his name is one, man.
That's right.
All right. And the top scholars in the world have all admitted this is Hawa. And when you put the Yah in front of that, it's Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. All right. There's no A sound in Hebrew. There's no U sound in Hebrew. There's no U sound in Hebrew. There's no V sound in Hebrew. There is no E sound in Hebrew. The only long vowel in Hebrew is the I sound. That's it. Everything is I. Like ABC, D is Abba Da Da. Everything's I. Except for when you get to the letter I. All right. You know, the Gadites spoke like that. You know, you start saying that Hebrew alphabet backwards, man. All right, and it sounds just like a so-called native speaker. As soon as you say it, read it backwards, man. It sounds like you just heard a Gadite conversation. All right. Well, go ahead, bring out what you got.
This is Tobit 13:3. It says, "Confess him for the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them."
So if you scattered among white people, how you look? All right.
Look at Blake Griffin.
You look at Blake Griffin,
God,
one generation, his son, from his
Yes.
and his father. Matter of fact, ain't nobody even here standing here as dark as his
It's
father.
about Yavadan.
No, he's yeah, okay.
About
Yavadan, right? Okay, so he about Yavadan's complexion. All right,
Blacker than me.
I'll get, but he's darker than Yavadan though. But so that he really dark. All right, and then you look at Blake, and then you look at Blake's son. Somebody pull up a picture of Blake's son. All right. Well, damn, you got all three of them together. There it is. But it's good when you have them separate though. All right.
So old school over there.
All right. So that young man.
The other one is son too.
That's both his sons. All right. And that's Blake's son. When he the seed. So are you not the seed of your father? Is your father not the seed of your grandfather?
That's right.
So if you have a son. So if your son grabbed one of them pretty little snows over there
Sweet
and
boy.
rounded her belly up, and that kid come out looking like her, that's still your seed.
Yep.
Regardless if it looked like her. It's your seed. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happened to us. Now when it's our women, it's the other way around. It's their seed.
That's right.
You see? That's just a chocolate covered Edomite.
No soul on him, right? He ain't gonna be
Tia
able to-
and Tamara.
Tia and Tamara.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Hillary from Fresh Prince.
There you go.
That's why she played that role so good as a bougie Edomite acting woman, because
Yeah.
Yep.
her father is really an Edomite.
Yeah. She played that role well. She was just being herself.
What's her name? Tracy Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her weird ass son. You know.
God.
Oh, yeah, Diana Ross, the nigga who played the ATL.
Tracy Ellis' little brother. Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude.
Soft ass nigga
that
ran
dude
off
weird,
with
man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Right. So we got led among all nations, man. So man, when you say, hey, and you know, and there's a lot of Jakes that served in Korea, that served in Germany,
Vietnam.
that served in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. All right. That spent time. I myself spent a lot of time in Asia, man.
Oh.
All right, and you know what? And them Thai women,
Oh.
I miss them.
Yeah.
Come on, man, that
Right.
rice.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I'll be honest with you. I left one over there. I regret to this day that I came back here to America to these Western women. I really wish I'd have brought that woman from that country to here with me instead of, yeah, because our women, you know,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Toe up from the
Hold on, old school. What'd you say they got that what? Look at that.
Disrespectful.
This
Yeah.
all right.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
That's why I'm on the couch right now.
Look, man. I don't play that shit, man. Oh, but back to the
I'm on the
ancestors.
fucking couch.
And when he was on the couch, I came in there with them click clacks. That Bulgarian, that woman, she said, I know I'm black. I said, you a damn. I said, you know you a black woman. She said, I know. I said, you know, I normally don't get that deep. She said, no, I really know. Like, my ancestry is black. I look like this. She said, I'm not racist, but I just hate white people. I don't enjoy being with them. I don't enjoy being around them. I go to the clubs. But you're the first true black.
Hey.
You're a real black. She said, my ancestry. She said, I'm from Central London. I'm black. I know I'm black. But she said, I'm white. I
She
can't.
the first one out that came
but I'm
across
black.
That's sincere, something like that. That's right.
Yeah.
Because they grow up among their people and they get shitted on the whole time they with them.
Yeah.
And that's because of who they really are. The spirits are in conflict. You know.
And it was
It
funny.
happens.
It was funny how it came out because her friends they was Edomites, and she said they didn't want to come back. She said I could come in this motherfucking club every night. I said because you a black woman, that's why. Oh, I know. I know my ancestry. It's black.
There it is.
What about them trying to write us all a history now?
That's just them being the devil.
Yeah.
Part of the curses.
That's part there, and that's also them once again. I've been talking about it. People who raped, robbed, and murdered their way into a position of authority where they can control the narrative. Why? Because information in history like this is coming out on such a high level now. They have to do something about it. And that's why, you know, they call it a CRT.
Yeah.
Right? Right. But no, it's critical race historical facts.
That's right.
Like and subscribe. Because that's what it is. It's critical race historical facts. That's what it should be called. Not theory. Right? Lake Lanier is not a theory. All right? The Black Belt here in Chicago is not a theory. Tulsa, Oklahoma is not a theory. Elaine, Arkansas is not a theory. Roseland is not a theory. All right? You know, and it happened all across America.
Yeah.
Those are not theories. Those are factual events. All right? And then the Edomites who did that, all right, that means every level of their society was involved. That means the judges, the lawyers, the police, the doctors, everybody was involved, because when they took these people's land and their homes, and when they ran from the hanging and the shooting and the burning, when they tried to come back to collect their properties, all their properties have been signed over to whites.
Right.
They couldn't. They went to the banks to try to get their money out. They couldn't get to. Where did that money go? All right, it got divided. Their spoils got divided up among the white population that moved into their homes and their houses. Right, all them great big old mansions is all through, all up and down
Bronzeville,
Michigan Avenue, all up and down Wabash and Drexel. You know, on your way to High Park. You know, all through Bronzeville.
Yep.
Bronzeville was once called the Black Belt, in case you didn't know that. All them big gigantic mansions up and down King Drive. Huge. Yeah, that whole area was called the Black Belt. All right, they had their own banks, own movie theaters, own schools, own stores, and all that. And guess what? The white people from all around, so-called white people, they were going to them for entertainment and for bank loans and all that. And they didn't like it. So what did they do? They had a race riot, an orchestrated race riot, and they went in there and they beat them and burned them and killed them, destroyed them, and now a lot of those properties, but there's still some. Yeah, we gonna let the Rough Riders go by.
Right.
Right.
And they stop and drive.
They gonna click up. It's gonna be even more than that later.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, last week it was about 100 of them, all white guys that was riding through the hood.
Yeah.
They was riding through the hood.
Yeah, you mentioned it too. I saw
white
it.
guys?
Yeah.
And it was probably the same crew. They were going up and down South Chicago.
Yeah, I was seeing names
Because
too.
our protectors are killing each other every day. You're supposed to be protecting the young women, the elderly, and look what they're doing. They gravitate to those Italian people and all the people that put drugs in our neighborhood and wrote laws. And they got all these people like the so-called godfathers, all the people,
now
they hate us.
Them true Italians, them northern Italians, all that kill the family, kill the kids, that shit come from them, man. Yeah. You know, we ain't never behaved that way. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday, and I wrote a response on it too. Told him how much this was the most cowardice shit I ever seen. But you saw a dude pushing a baby buggy with this woman, and you saw two dudes run up, jump out the car, and start chasing them with guns while he pushing a baby buggy. He got a wife, look like Northern Kingdom chick, all right, and she got a baby, he got a baby, and they push him, and they up in the guns right there where the babies are there, and that was the most pussified, cowardice thing I've ever seen men do. Right? And you know what? That's them trap music listening to, pants sagging, dreadhead, pussy ass niggas.
Like, how does you feel hard doing
Who's scared of these? Right? Even admitted in their songs.
Yeah, they said they ain't gonna do that.
They straight bitch niggas, man.
I mean, no, they're just males. They're not men.
Yeah.
Right.
They're males.
And to go to do that because, hey, you know, I don't know the history between them and what dude did to them. But the point is that the babies were there. The woman was there.
respect.
Hey,
All right.
they
And you know, cause you got certain hitmen who will kill you if you kill women and children.
Right.
That's how my man Leon, the professional, was.
Yep.
When he went and killed them other guys, he said, I said no women and children.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right? And he would start slitting throats and shooting people.
That's what got Tony killed.
You know?
Tony, yeah.
Remember I said it yesterday. I told you no women and children, man.
I told you no
I fucking
fucking
told you.
children,
I
man.
fucking told you, man. I'm not doing this shit.
Well,
Yeah,
that was the code when I was growing up, you know.
It was just, yeah, your
4
mama.
years old. When
Yeah.
I was a youngster, all the guys, we already knew who was who in the neighborhood. They said, hey, I was shoe shining back in 1969. Didn't have no problems with no drug dealers or nobody because I was a kid making my hustle. Look at it, our people are just destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Get it. Somebody get it. Get it.
Yeah.
And start at 4.
What you
That's
just said
Hosea
was
4 and
scriptural,
6.
brother.
But
What,
get
what
that,
you just said was scriptural.
and get Jeremiah 4 and 22 to back it up.
Jeremiah.
Get what he quoted first. Start at Hosea 4. Start at 4. Definitely is because
This is the book of Hosea,
because
chapter
this why
4,
they don't learn.
verse 4. Yet let no man strive nor reprove another. For
See,
as
they don't want this. What we come out here and do, this is reproof. That's why the scripture said, Timothy, the scriptures are made for reproof, for instruction, for rebuke. Go ahead. They don't like that.
It says, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests.
And we done had hundreds of thousands of niggas come up talking shit all across the country.
God.
And they won't do it in the mosque. They won't do it at the church. And they damn sure ain't gonna do it these Dr. Umar niggas. Read.
Or them female pastors.
Oh, definitely
Oh.
not.
They too busy looking at the titties.
Why?
Verse
Especially if
5.
it's that bitch Joyce Myers.
Come on,
Read.
man.
Take
Milk.
off biddies.
Therefore shall you fall in the day.
And Paula White.
That's
And-
the one. That's
That's
the
what
one.
you meant.
That's the one
I
with
knew-
the shorter cut.
I knew
song.
what you meant.
This my brother. That's why he the leader of the council.
Right.
Right now.
Cause yeah, she would sit up on stage and
Man.
get the Holy Ghost and start bouncing.
She say, I said, God damn that white woman, man.
Lord know what I want.
That's why the Bible says a woman not supposed to teach.
Yeah.
Especially looking like that. Because you standing up there on the stage in front of all those men bouncing all over the place. You know, they like,
Concentrate on the scripture.
yeah, they like, damn.
And you know them jakes in that
What was that
congregation
thing?
breaking her
What
off.
was that again?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Right. Titties, just titties.
Ain't that brother GMS from Paula White Church?
Hosea 4 and 5. Therefore shall you fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. So everybody pushing this bullshit, and everybody that's believing it, they all gonna be found wanting. They all gonna get confounded.
Yeah.
It says, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the Lord is rejecting.
That's right.
You can't, hey, what the Lord made crooked, we can't make straight. The Lord don't want these niggas. He want them in delusion.
Right.
The Lord rejecting them.
Now, not like as much as I hate to see, you know, these cowards that start shooting and there's women and children standing there. I also understand the other side of that coin. That's judgment.
Yeah.
If those women and children are getting hit, it was their judgment.
Yeah.
All right. The Lord said that there be no evil done that He didn't, you know, roughly paraphrase.
Get it. Get Isaiah.
Right.
Get
He
Isaiah
actually said a couple
45 and
times.
7. Yeah.
Right.
He said in Deuteronomy. He said in Isaiah.
And then one in
Amos.
Samuel, He controlled yeah.
Get all of them. We ain't got a whole point.
Yeah, so that's the flip side of that coin. That you know, when somebody go down, and it's an unfortunate thing. Yeah. When somebody go down, the Lord allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, He said it's not even a sparrow falls out the sky without Him okaying it. Because the Lord, He controls the right and the left hand side. You see, the church teach you that Satan is this rogue entity, and his minions are just some rogue thug ass angels walking around sagging with dreads and shit. Weed they mouth.
Well, weeds
You
coming
know?
out their eyes.
Right, you know.
Red hair.
No, you know, I mean that's the picture that they paint. Like they just some rogue ass, you know. No, they are obedient and they are obedient servants, and they do evil because the Lord is balanced. He does good and evil, and He set up someone to do that for them. It creates balance, like the Chinese have that yin and yang. It has to be balanced.
They got it. Yeah, that's. I got blessing of the Lord. Hey,
Yeah.
before y'all bring these out, hey, just to back up the Elder Malcolm, it's just two. I'ma quote them. The scripture saying Sirach and say all things are double one against another. So like the elder said, we see that on one side and we be like, man, it's fucked up. But on the other side, we understand that's the judgment of the Lord, because the scriptures say in Proverbs that evil men understand not judgment.
Right.
They don't get this, but a righteous man understands these things. So that's what the elder was.
Right. They want to ride for the shorty who got shot up, not knowing that shorty was a wicked ass nigga the last time around. and the Lord gave him his judgment in this lifetime. Listen, man, he was only 5. He ain't do nothing wrong. He was 5 years old. And then you know, if you could flash back to the last time he was here, you see all the wicked that he done, and he grew old and died. All right, and they think he got away with it, and then something like that happened. Well, you know, you 6, 7 years old, and you get mauled to death by 2 pit bulls. Right. You know, shit like that happens. That the Lord said there be spirits created for vengeance, with teeth to tear. All right, so you get eaten by a shark. The Lord's spirit vengeance was in that shark to get that person. Like that video I saw when that Northern Kingdom dude, that crocodile swimming off with his ass.
Oh my God.
That was fucked up. Had him by the head, just swimming off with it.
Gotta go.
You know,
gotta go.
His body just floating along. He in his mouth like a dog trotting with a stick.
Right.
He just got a whole man in his mouth swimming off with him, off to the away from the people so he can eat in peace.
Yeah. So the scripture says that the Lord created the wicked even for the day of evil.
Go ahead, bring
He said, who parent? You got it? Oh, I got a quick one. It's Proverbs 17:11. It says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
Damn, that's a left-hand side angel.
That's right.
Angel is a messenger. So the true messenger, right? And the spirit to jump on some, he'll step on some fool's shoes who won't let it go. Like, man, I said I'm sorry, bro. No, man, no, nigga. You know?
Judge.
You know?
Nigga moment, bring him out.
Hey, bro, step on my shoes, homie.
Right.
Like,
Nigga
damn, bro,
moment.
I'll buy you another pair if you don't
Nah,
shoot.
fuck
Man.
that. I must shoot.
It's Isaiah 45:7.
That white woman.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
There
So
it
the
is,
Lord
man.
doing it. It don't say Satan cooking up. Oh, here you go, crazy ass black bitches in the church, 75 years old. Taught the devil working today. Yeah, because the Lord sent them to
And
do
she
it.
did right.
The Lord sent them to
And
do
she's
it.
75 and had more sex with you. Multiply age times 5. That's how many men she done had sex with in her lifetime.
Men and women.
Now she done got old and dry. Don't nobody want her no more. She want to be all up in the church since she was 60. Sucked her last dick at 59. All right. Now she's 60 years old. All right. And she been in the church the last 15 years. She the church mom.
Condemning, right? Condemning all her nieces and daughters
Come
and
on,
shit.
man.
Look at that hoe.
Come on, man.
Talking all type of shit.
That help.
That's a nigga woman for you, man. You can't. I'm not lying, man.
She been blowing rides, eating carpet for 40 fucking years, man.
She been doing that shit since Wayne Dane Doodle was on the radio.
You
Damn.
All night long. Oh, crazy ass bitch. Read the scripture.
Yep, was taking booty shots too.
All night long. That's all wicked as hell, man.
And that's exactly what it's talking about.
wicked as fuck. But they trying to talk shit about
And her club
Megan and
used to be
Cardi
right
and
there,
them, man.
right next to that.
They was listening
Right
to
next
all
to
that
that Dunkin' Donuts over there. That's where her club was.
Oh, I didn't know that,
It
man.
was right there.
Damn.
I didn't know that shit, wicked, bro.
That club was right there.
That's one of
That's
them.
wild.
Hey, that's one of them. If you my age, your parents got high. Yes, man. That shit wicked as hell,
Yeah,
man.
her
That
club
bitch
was
been
right
listening to
there.
Wayne Dane Doodle.
God
That's
damn,
gonna
that's
pull a lot of
crazy.
you young brothers.
Them old heads to get up.
Yeah.
Grandma get up, start snapping her fingers.
Cooking that pork, being
So
wicked.
where are you? So where you Paul or
Right here.
We right here.
right here?
Yep.
Every Saturday.
We teach on the streets, brother, like the Bible says.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Bible says, go ye out to the highways and byways. Be in season and out of season. All right? The Lord, the Bible clearly says that the Most High dwelleth not in buildings made with hands.
right.
So he don't dwell in the mosque on 75th. He don't dwell in that dude church on 63rd.
Dude, them.
You know
Yeah.
it's on 63rd.
You know, he don't dwell in none of those churches, man. You have to come out on the highways and byways.
He said that's his daddy church. Hey, you know. Look, man. Hey, look. Hey, real quick. The Lord said.
Meats.
The Lord said.
Oh, okay.
The heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. What house would you build unto me?
Yeah.
Now read them scriptures.
Yeah,
though.
wicked ass meat.
Read all them scriptures.
I got this out.
Amos 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Bring
Yeah,
your
go
Amos
ahead.
out.
The book of Amos chapter 3, starting at verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when you have no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if you have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in the snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord Yahweh hath not done it?
There it is, man. So when there's evil in the city, the Most High God is the one responsible for it.
That's right.
Whether you like it or not, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
All right,
Job first
and then he's still gonna turn around and judge your ass for it. That's right. But like I said, balance has to be done, and when somebody's number is up, he gonna send forth that evil messenger, just like he did with Ahab. He gonna say, hey, you know what? This number that popped up. Who gonna take out number 1 billion so and so so and so. All right, and then that left hand side angel, I will, and then that left hand side angel gonna go come back, cause an accident. Or whatever, however it happens, cause somebody to leave something unsecure. So when he at work, that shit come loose, fall on him and crush him.
Final destination.
Right, you get your final destination out here. You see some shit just pop loose,
Yeah.
then roll down the hill, cut somebody in half, whatever the hell, however it happens, man. Or he put the spirit on Pookie and them to run up and shoot you. Cause they ain't gonna hit you unless they standing 2 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
That's why they run up.
Call it a walk.
And then they run,
Like this.
Yeah, they
Right.
was Jake that shot a bullet and it hit a woman 3 blocks down by her coming out the bank.
Wow.
She came out the bank and just got hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was over there on 47, right?
Yeah, it was over back that way. Yep.
One more verse of that, yeah.
Amos.
She was a member of the church. That's where I live in.
There you go. I guess the Lord, her number came up. For her, the Lord put the spirit on her to go. She could have, hey, look, the angels camp around us.
That's right.
So if something would have happened, distracted her, to made her go back in, and then she'd have missed that bullet. The Lord is cold like that.
Yeah.
He had to open the door and take the proper steps to be in the right place to get hit by a straight bullet from 3 blocks away that wasn't even shot at her.
That's right.
That was shot at somebody else.
Crazy.
And they came 3 blocks, ricocheted off the wall, hit her, and took her out.
Right.
That was none but the Lord, man.
That
was Final Destination.
Oh,
She
yeah.
probably heard that what's that dude? That Rocky Mountain High song kept coming on every time somebody got killed. What was his name? John
John Temple.
thank you, John Denver. Right. Right, John Denver, thank you, brother.
Stay blessed.
There you go.
Because there's no such thing as wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
The Lord made he set everything up in precise measurement and timing.
Right.
Man.
Yep, no coincidence.
Yep, there's no such thing as coincidence. Because that's what Jake do. Oh, wrong place, wrong time.
Right.
He didn't deserve that. She don't
is-
deserve that.
Truth is, he was at the wrong place at the right time.
Yeah.
You were right on the mark.
In the wrong place at the right time to get that judgment. Because if the Lord is gonna spare you, you're gonna live through it. Because if the Lord let you live through something, that was a strike, that was a punishment. All right? And then the Lord can mess you up so bad and still turn around and kill you anyway. All right? Because I look at some guys like you see a guy that was born handicapped. He's never known the freedom of throwing a football, playing tag with his homies when he was a shorty, getting on a bike, stepping on the broad head, and doing the thing. He's been right. He's like, I was born this way. I could never move.
Pure him.
But a guy who's been used to moving around, doing his own thing, you was a good athlete, star athlete, and all of a sudden you can't do shit for yourself.
Pure him.
Because he got too many memories,
Flex and Ronnie Coleman
Right,
right now. Flex Wheeler and Ronnie
Flex
Coleman.
and Ronnie Coleman, man.
Right
And
now,
I did
them
legs
dudes
with
gods.
Flex Wheeler many years ago,
Come on, man. You can't just say it again.
Yeah, I did legs with Flex Wheeler. That shit was off the chain, man. At the world gym down in not the world, but the Gold's Gym in Fresno, California.
Now he look like a baby, man. He got one leg. This dude was a... Look,
Flex
man,
was that dude.
I tell people all the time.
And matter of fact, in my opinion, he had the best body in bodybuilding at his time, and they was, they was playing them shady.
Of all
Flex
time.
was a bad
Of all time. I tell people like this. When they come to this bodybuilding shit, Arnold is the most iconic that it ever be. Yeah. Ronnie Coleman will always be the all-around king. Paul Dillon was the most massive. But when you put it all together, Flex Wheeler.
I have to agree with that.
Oh my God, that dude, Flex Wheeler, bro. Then he was with that karate shit too.
They shitted on Paul Dillon too.
Yeah, they shitted on Paul.
Man, Paul Dillon dwarfed a lot of men, including Ronnie, man.
Including Ronnie,
and he was about 6'4" on top of that.
Yeah.
That dude would open up like this, do that pose like this. That nigga had back for days, man.
They had this fucking
like his shit opened up and it got dark.
Everybody disappeared. Everybody disappeared. They had this fucking movie.
He turned sideways, hit that chest pose. Man, he hit that chest pose.
Monster, bro. Yeah, he did. That is a monster, bro.
That nigga Paxton popped out and pushed
monster, bro.
They
all be up. He do that shit. And look, they had a movie called Salaki, Elder.
Go ahead, brother.
No, they had a movie called The Original Mass Monster. And it was, and they said with Dorian Yates. I say, man, there's no disrespect to Dorian, but
Dorian was a dude.
You disappeared when Paul Dillon came around. All of them, him, Ryan, all of them stood right next to this dude, bro, and they all looked like even Marcus Rule, big ass dudes, bro. But yeah, he the most massive. But Flex, symmetrically posing, like the look, Flex Wheeler the best bodybuilder of all time. Body just looks best of all time.
And he had a flexible guy.
Best. Yeah, he had a. Come on, look at that.
That's Salaki. That was hard not to be a distraction right there.
That's what you call Israelite bearing hips right there,
but
baby.
You know what?
That's white cousin.
But you know what? Hey, we're men, and we have a rulership mentality.
Hey, what the other records? Hey, man, we're men here, man.
That's right.
I ain't no homosexual.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Bring it out.
I want me a woman.
That's why I'm saying that.
God, oh, man.
Hey, that spirit rain, that's raining down from the spirit.
I ain't no fake. I want me a woman.
When that day come, man, the spoil's gonna be glorious.
Bring it up. That's right.
Hey, look, because they gonna be eating the right foods and everything. They all gonna be like that, man.
Bubbling.
All right.
Fucking.
They gonna all be like that, and every brother gonna have more of them they can even count.
Hey, but that's what the Lord said, man.
God knows.
Go ahead, bring this out, cause we was looking at that bitch ass. This for edification.
God. This the book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better.
There it is. So it's righteous.
Put a smile on your face.
All right, and something like that got to put it. Man, you could be in the worst mood ever, and that'll still make you feel like.
Sweet white. Don't let the bitch get to talking. Oh, putting that little ass white fingers on your flesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
bring it up.
they gonna forget about all type of shit, man.
I said no sugar.
And she gonna be quiet.
Quiet as hell. The only thing you can hear this bitch do is smile. Bitch so quiet you can hear her smiling. Let's go. You know.
Yep. Only noise I want to hear is that smacking sound.
Bring it up. Go ahead.
Bring out what you got.
Bring it up, read.
This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance.
Whoa.
That's the mentality that we have.
Bring it up.
You got a problem with it, you ain't got a problem with us, you got a problem with the Lord, man.
Right?
Hey, cause look, as far as I'm ready to rule.
That's right. Yeah.
He moved that he's like,
so that's the mentality we have, man.
Right,
We got rule. Hey, cause guess what? Esau ruling over you with no problem.
That's right.
With his soft and feminine ass.
God.
Pedophile, man.
Yeah.
Right? With his
boy lover.
Right, with his rape murdering self. He ruling over you.
gangbanging and drugging.
He done signed stuff in the law to keep you down. He done created illegally agencies with alphabet letters in front of them.
He cloned
He's an
Tyrone.
ill state, nigga.
Right, he even cloned Tyrone. This is, you know, that's con, brother.
He the devil.
He done did whatever he can do to stay on top.
He's the original Tyrone.
But now we're living. Well, he's the true nigga. Like
God
he
knows.
said.
God knows. Yeah.
He's a true nigga.
With a capital
right?
N.
And you know,
Cap lock.
and now all of a sudden the veil is being removed. All right, that veil is being removed to who the nations really are. You know, he's being made bare. Shame is on this. Get them scriptures.
See,
Shame
Jake
on
ass
this.
right there with the scooter man with his
Damn,
arms
I
out.
just missed him.
You missed the cap.
I saw his garment flying in the wind
Yeah.
Shalom.
on a scooter. Back.
Oh no. Then them niggas from ISUPK come up to the club in full apparel, man.
Oh yeah.
Waiting in the line. I mean, them rather know if these niggas in the line waiting on the club.
Oh,
They got
no.
Spikes, bands. They in there, they Legion of Doom.
They didn't get in.
You know,
Go home, Roger.
Deep, man. They had the pamphlets on them,
No.
boots on, full garments. I'm like, could you niggas just go outside?
They about to rebuke it again.
Going outside, I don't mind them going outside.
go to the hood, man.
Yeah.
Just stay
Go where
with me
Keisha
down.
is.
Making us look embarrassed. Embarrassing
You
us.
know, niggas in the hood don't think that shit cool. Niggas smoke them, niggas ride over.
Right, and then
Folks who them niggas is,
and 3 months later, them niggas in the camp.
3 months.
1
2 weeks.
1 week.
Folding them, you know, folding them, see that shit.
They gonna get their
That's why they wear
first
that
thing they
shit.
get is some dark glasses.
Oh yeah.
They know niggas think
Wait,
that
you gonna
shit
get
cool,
that dark
bro.
glasses, you get to stand on post. You stand on post and scream, "That's right!
Smelling like reefer.
That's right!"
We learned.
High as hell.
High as hell, man. You know niggas in the hood see that shit. I mean, the shit look cool, but
Right, they
that's
brought
not
out
what we
one
here for.
scripture. That's right!
That's right. Brother, I ain't start reading that. Oh, that's right. Them niggas are wild, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's Revelation 2, and I'm going to start at 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
That's right.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
That's right. That's why I pray every day, not only for myself, but for the brothers not to take this, for the Lord not to take this spirit off of us. All right? Right. And keep that ruling class mentality, man. Because these people rule over us with an iron thumb.
That's right.
All right? With wicked impunity to their wickedness. All right? I saw a statistic yesterday, and you would be amazed how many Jakes still are getting shot down by law enforcement across the country, across the board, man. I mean, they shooting the hell out Jake, Judah and the Northern Kingdom. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget about them Irishmen too that died in Mexico, because the scripture says, "Cursed is the man that hangeth from a tree." When they found them, the battalion of St. Patrick, when they found those Irishmen that flipped on America to defend Mexico because they were Catholics too, they hung them fucking Irishmen, man. And Jake don't understand that shit. Like, it ain't, because we were telling that sweet little white woman, we were telling her. She said, "So you're condemned?" I said, "No." I said, "Look, me personally, baby, I fuck with the Italians and the Irish all day. It depends on what side you land on, baby. The rough side, the poor side, or the uppity side." I said, "Because the uppity side, you know, hates the southern side." She's like, it fucked her up because then it was nothing about color. It was about niggas be niggas, man. Jake needs to open a fucking book.
That's what we were explaining in the old school.
She was dealing. Oh, girl was.
Yeah, I saw whatever. She was locked in. They both was locked in.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know if you've seen my son. We could definitely make another one.
Bring it out.
See the comment with that.
Hey,
Bring it out.
I ain't no faggot. I want me a woman.
That's right.
No, I ain't gonna get my garment dirty.
Keep that garment clean, brother. Yeah, but it ain't. It's not about color, man. It's not about color. You hung up on that color, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you. Like a lot of these camps. Go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation 2 and 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So Yahweh Shai, through the prophecy, we know we're going to rule them and break these nations into pieces. All these heathens. Esau, Edom, all of them going down. And that fool going to go through the worst slavery ever. Esau, Edom.
Oh, it's gonna
it's going to be bad.
And they're starting to know it. That's why they freaking out over the UFOs all of a sudden.
Right.
These things have been showing up basically for the last 500 years. They even got patents 300, 400, 500 years ago with stuff in the background flying. All right, and they've been they've been making jokes about it, making movies about it, and now it's to the point Well, because damn near everybody in America got one of these.
Yep.
All right, and everybody's can seeing them and recording them.
And
There's
clear.
so much footage and so much evidence that they actually exist. Now they trying to, control the narrative.
Yep.
So, and this whole, because people keep saying they're gonna use all these videos keep going up. They're gonna use Project Bluebeam to do a fake, alien. No, it's not even about that. Project Bluebeam is gonna be used to try to discredit the chariots, so that they can control the narrative. That's what it's really about. They're gonna try to use it to to discredit the chariots. All right, but it ain't gonna work because these chariots gonna really show up.
Yep.
All right, and they're gonna really show up, and they're gonna do what they came here to do, and you're gonna see the Lord. So they ain't gonna be able to fake that. All right.
Hey,
so
Elder,
they can do whatever the hell they want. It ain't gonna work, man.
Elder, I just met a veteran's father from Vietnam. He basically said that because they didn't have no good coordinates when they were doing the Agent Orange, he said his father ended up dying from it. He said that more harm was done to the soldiers because they didn't know where they were at, so they were just spraying this shit on their own soldiers. He said that his mama now is dying from the cancer just from being in contact with her father. He said, and the doctor told him, "Hey, boss, and I advise you go check too."
Hey, you know what? I used to work with this big ass dude named Richard, man. And
he's German, Elder. He ain't no fucking nigger to say, all right, well, let him die. A whole jerk. He got green, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's a model Edomite that you'd want a stock ass Edomite. And he's like, bro, my dad, he said, because he came up to me, he's like, with a heavy heart, he's like, yeah, man, just buried my pops. And I said, what? He said, yeah, man.
It's fucked up. It is 2023, and you burying Vietnam veterans from fucking Agent Orange.
And he said, and then
by DuPont. That was a DuPont product.
He said and then I thought that was the end of the news.
I think
was like,
that's
damn.
some of the same lab chemicals in that Agent Orange that was in that shit that they sprayed Roundup.
Oh yeah, Roundup, the weed killer.
Some of the same shit, man.
And I thought that was the end of the bad news, and he's like, yeah, man.
But you got Vietnamese children, all these generations later being born all messed up and shit.
Look up the syphilis project in Guatemala, man. This man is the fucking devil, bro. What he would do is he would basically inject the women with syphilis, and then he would pay them for these trials. Then they would pay the men the equivalent, so they'd go buy pussy at the box to get the fucking syphilis. And then what they would do is they would basically document what happens to you if you don't treat syphilis. And people were being born blind, deaf. Bro, Esau's a fucking devil, man. So anybody you holding a candle to this fucking son of a bitch, man, may you burn with him, man. May you hold his hand when the missiles hit, because this man has literally collectively fucking killed us. And now that we stand up,
hundreds of millions of us. That's the true Holocaust, man.
That's right.
Hundreds of millions of us. Hundreds of millions of us, man.
And they get mad that now we're all masculine, right? That now that we're masculine, now we're coming to our true form. You didn't see how them bitches look up to when we talk like that. We talk rough. She said, "Oh, I don't know, but yeah, this, because it's all because they go fucking feel it, man." Just like when you say the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, you feel it, man. I never felt nothing like that in my life, man. Being around the elders, hearing that name the first time, I knew I could get out. You pray to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, bro. You fucking feel it, bro.
Brother, on the way to camp, I went to Lottie's to get something to eat, man.
Come on, man.
All right, and I'm an older guy now. I'm not the man I used to be, but I know I was the most masculine man in that bar, man.
Bring it up.
Right. And man, I was getting all the attention, bro.
Bring it up.
And I'm like, damn, all these young cats in here and these bitches is on me.
Yes,
This shit is crazy.
man.
All right, I'm like, you got all these young dudes in here. I could be half these people's fathers, man.
Yeah, you can beat all
But
knows.
you're probably right. But it was, you know what? It is women like masculine men.
They do mucho machismo, man.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go back to Lottie's.
Bring it up. Let's go. I think me and Haber are gonna have to take you. Bring it up.
Bring it up. But these dudes outside, when they asked the dude to be fighting, Bo Nichols, they said, "What you want to fight?" 2020. Today, would you rather fight, if you had to fight these dudes to death to save your life, basically, said 20, 21-year-olds or 20, 50-year-olds? He said, today? He said, I'm 21, yo. These dudes are fucking soft.
God, no.
He said, them dads will fuck you up. They'll get a hold on you. Them dads will fuck you up. He said, these dudes are soft. He said, I'm fucking all of them on bakes. They not going to the gym. These fucking dudes are soft. He said, I'll take my chance with them any day over some dads.
All these young people smoke, man.
Yeah.
And then look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you think you got cardio, you got some going, you wait till you do a couple rounds of jiu-jitsu.
Come on, man.
Not even.
But shit, the warm up.
I'll say 2 minutes.
The warm up.
Shit, the warm up.
The warm up.
Right? You gonna find out that because you're right, sitting up smoking, talking shit.
Come on, man. Out of there.
I would have did this.
Like, okay.
I would have did that. I be looking at niggas like,
you can't do one barrel roll.
You'd have been like them dudes crying to the police, you know, as they getting their ass whooped. Talking about I can't breathe.
Mama!
I can't breathe.
drowning.
You was tough a minute ago.
Right.
Tough as hell.
Cry to your mom.
Right? So yeah, Jake is in a pitiful state, man.
You definitely was the most massive.
And when them stormtroopers come through here, you know,
hundreds of thousands of Khabibs jumping out the sky.
You gonna find out, man. When them stormtroopers come through here, a lot of you cats gonna find out that you're not tough.
God.
Motherfuckers.
All right.
They gonna be like women in that day.
And you best believe all you little dreadhead niggas gonna be a target, man.
The first one.
God.
And you easy because you got them handles.
Yep.
All right. You got that nice handle that they just can grab. Right. They're gonna grab, pull your head, turn your neck open so they can put their blades in it.
Yeah.
Be mistaken for women.
And they gonna get abused.
A lot of them gonna get abused like women too.
That's right.
Esau,
Right?
weird.
And you got these damn Koreans, man, breaking bricks, breaking their head with bricks. Goddamn Russian niggas, they doing all type of shit. They in the ice.
You watch these foreign soldiers train.
Yeah.
And then you put on a video to showing you American soldiers.
Soft.
It's actually embarrassing.
Soft.
And not to mention that the most about, you know, I say every time we talk about something, the Lord send an example.
Yeah.
All right. And then not to mention that and our military is also full of women, man.
Oh,
You ain't gonna see no whole bunch of women in the Russian military.
Take it,
All right. I ain't mad at them. They made the right decision.
Yes, sir.
God knows.
All right. I salute them brothers.
Oh yes.
You know, they made the right decision, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you might as well, you know, save yourself the headache.
Well, if the earth is out of course, the supposedly best woman has became the worst woman.
Yep.
And we the best. Look, man. Look, man. A bitch told me that. She said, "But you so black, you ain't never gonna not be." First of all, I'm brown, but I am dark, and I look great, just like the Lord. I said, tall, dark, and handsome will always be the apex of beauty. But bitch, you come back when you want. We have no arguments. Just come back when your flesh is white.
Hey, man, you know, come back when your hair goes past your
shoulder.
shoulder.
Yeah. I'm talking about your hair.
When you're right. When you're right. Not the shit you bought and had sewn in or braided in.
It's mine because I bought it.
When your hair goes past your shoulders and it's yours, then we can have a conversation.
When her hair goes past, when it goes past.
Right. Exactly.
I want to go past that.
Like, really think about that. Imagine if I walked up to a bitch and I had a toupee like a white man on. I got this blonde toupee, and I'm trying to come to you like
contact lenses.
You're right.
Blue eyes.
I'm coming to you like I'm the prize. The bitch gonna look at you crazy like, Joe, this nigga got a blonde toupee.
Hey, you
on.
know my friends.
Right, and every time the wind blow, you gotta put it back.
I gotta.
Right.
But
it's mine, though.
As I was saying.
I'm at the barges. I'm at the barges.
Bro, this shit, bro.
Yeah, like I was saying, shorty.
All high school. That's all.
But you know how many countless Jakes? There's too many of you Jakes that treat these fucking weave demons as if they're the prize, man.
God.
You niggas are really hold on, man. This bitch, she got a whole nother bitch's hair on her head.
Another nigga kids in her bed.
Another nigga kids in her trying to get you to bow down to her. You niggas are sick, man.
Crazy, man.
Don't you ever do that, man.
They don't respect themselves.
Don't you ever do that, man.
Hey, look, I didn't always respect myself.
Come on.
I'm serious.
Come on.
You can't respect yourself and deal with that.
Come on, man.
You can't. You can't say, oh, Yasha Allah, he Prince Power, get to rebuke you. Look, man, if you dealing with that, don't even think about trying to rebuke me. Tell another brother to tell me. Because I really don't respect you. Like, on that level, hey, no, I'm finna be serious, bro. Hey, the scripture said in Timothy, it said a man gotta know how to lead his own house before he lead the church. You letting this bitch time, I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you right, brother. Now I'm gonna know the counsel coming to the Lord, but Yeah, it'd be wise to tell another brother, man. You dealing with this bitch and you gonna rebuke me, nigga, please. You gotta think about that, bro.
It's a king-like mentality. Jake gotta get, and that's really what it is Jake is so soft now that even just manly talk, like even I was telling a girl, like, look, we're just bantering. The fact that there's volume or anything, that's irrelevant. That's just how we're talking. We're conversing. But it's so uncomfortable nowadays. Shit, let's be real. You can't tell certain Jakes some shit. They get offended. They can't even be correct. Like, what the fuck? What are we in here for?
Right.
To fucking watch you go up? What the fuck I'm gonna tell you, man?
Right.
This ain't like the world. I ain't gonna wait for you to fall asleep so I can fucking scribble some dicks on your chin, man. I'm gonna tell you you're fucking up now, man.
That's right.
Jake, I tell Jake all the time, look, man, I'm the uncle that picks you up, catches you, you love me, we get on. If I have to be the nigga to cuss you out, just know it ain't gonna be like, man. You're gonna fucking hear me, bro. And you're gonna be mad after. Because I'm gonna tell you, you're being a bitch, man.
Yep. And then guess what? And then down the line, you're gonna appreciate that he did it.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
100% true.
A real man is gonna accept correction.
That's right.
Yep.
Open
Right?
rebuke.
Because the open rebuke is better than secret. It's better than secret love, man. Because look, you know, if I'm telling you to duck, all right, and you see me duck, and you still standing up high, talking about what?
What you doing, bro?
Right, and then when your shit gets sprayed all over everybody else, all right, I said duck.
Right.
All right.
He says it in his
Now,
ego.
if I said duck, motherfucker,
Nigga in the spirit world.
why you have to say
He should have
motherfucker?
cursed me out. Oh, nigga in the spirit world. He should have cursed me out. Them niggas still alive.
Right.
Your ass wasn't listening.
Like the dude that was showing all them disarm tests.
Oh yeah. Showed up in the cloud.
Then he in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
I knew I should have listened to that. He was like, oh, shit, it's my
Oh,
He said, oh, shit,
Jake, we be doing
he
the
trying to do the
fucking
backspin.
Right. Grab the gun.
that shit funny as hell.
Right, like a big ass eagle, like,
Like,
yeah, I knew I
got
should have listened to that.
whole flight of stairs.
Right. Should have listened to it, man. It don't, but look, when a rebuke come, it don't matter if it comes rough or rugged, man.
You gotta look.
Right? You know, hey, look, well over 10 years ago, a lot of brothers that's right now, even in this camp, that's on child support, that's been locked up, that's been through shit, all right? I told a lot of brothers well over 10 years ago, leave Keisha alone.
Sure did.
Yeah. 100%.
Well over 10 years ago, man.
Both hands, nigga. In my face. Why you?
Hey, look, every time I go out of town and lace the brothers, especially when I'm out of town on the White Castle shit, I tell them, look, man, the first man that ever come to me and tell me this shit was the Elder Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He told us all.
Yep.
He told us.
Yep.
The scripture says, she that is my enemy.
Yep.
I don't know what Bible niggas read.
Now, and collectively, but hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, people can roll their eyes and whatever.
You know I ain't be getting mad.
But when most of them guys is locked up in jail right now, they're in jail over two things: gang banging or Keisha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keisha incites
And
gang
then and they gangbang just to impress Keisha.
No, that's what I mean. Go ahead, brother. That's what I mean.
Right.
Facts.
And the only reason they gangbang is because that's how you get bitch.
Yep.
And look, and on top of that,
But what type of bitch you get?
That's how you
a
get.
Right.
gangster bitch.
You see what
Low
I mean?
quality.
Okay. What was that song on the gangster?
A gangster
God
bitch.
knows.
You know?
Israelites kryptonite is one of them bitches with the body spray, the hairspray, and she smelled like she just finished a Newport.
And pink lotion.
That dollar store lotion.
And I particularly despise
God
the smell
knows.
of Newports.
God knows. That's
It's
niggas
gonna, you gonna
kryptonite.
smell it on the bitch.
God
I
knows.
despise the smell of Newports.
You smell it on that weave, man.
Yeah.
Weave like buying smells. Maybe smoking weed, eating them sea roaches, frying all them pork chops. You smell that shit in the bitch weave, man. Look, man, I'm a black.
You know that shit just stink. It even getting real hair too.
God knows.
Yeah,
That
it
shit-
just stinks.
It just stinks.
It's
It
fucking
stinks.
poison.
It stinks. It gets on the clothes. It's just disgusting.
but see, that's
it's very unattractive. It's
masculine.
It's kind of masculine.
Yeah.
You know.
It's masculine.
It's very masculine.
And that's what I was saying about the rebuke. Now, granted, I'll take rebuke from any Jake,
God knows.
because I know it comes from the Lord. Whether you want to hear it or not, all rebuke comes from the Lord. But look, man, if you out here dealing with these cases, you you don't respect yourself, man. You really just don't. I ain't always respect myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I did, man. I told brothers well over 10 years ago.
Yep.
And guess
did.
how many brothers
He
right
did.
now going through that heard that, and they going through it right now because they didn't listen.
I'm going through the castle.
They didn't listen. They got babies with
Go
Keisha.
ahead, Richard.
They caught.
It's
It's a whole lot of them.
Show of hands.
It's a, don't even put yourself. Don't even put yourself out there. But the point is that I warned you. Why? Because of.
Oh no, I
life
would do
experience.
it. I didn't listen when he first told me. Now, and I was already fucking with a white bitch over 10 years ago. And then got with another black bitch, bro. And you know who voice I heard? His. Listen to the fucking rebuke. I mean, we had all type of shit. We dealing. But listen to the rebuke. You gotta listen to Jake.
Yeah, especially for you Jakes who was single. You know, you didn't have no woman, you didn't have no kids. Even if you had kids, you weren't with Keisha no more. Why go back to it?
Why?
You know, because she's not for the Lord. She's not for you.
Yep.
Because if she was for the Lord, she'd be for you. So you better off. Not only that, I would just say, you know, I told you you'd be better off with a heathen, period, because now you don't have to treat her. You don't have to necessarily treat her like a wife. The law, you're not bound to her through the law. That's right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the heathen like doing their own thing. They like going among their own people.
Yeah.
They're like, let her go with her mama for a weekend.
Yes.
Fuck. Shit.
Just bring back the proceeds.
Right.
That's it. Just
Bring back that Costco membership.
Let's go.
This is and that 800 score credit. Come on.
Let's
back.
go.
Let's go.
That's right.
Surah 36 and 21. It says a woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. So yeah, you do want to get a woman that's gonna make your life easier, not harder. And that's not our women. They think our women think shit that they can teach us something, or they don't need us.
They really believe that they better than you.
Oh,
and that ain't just Judah.
say it again.
Hey, it's not just Judah. The Israelite man, period. Your woman truly believes she's better than you here in America.
And ain't nobody better than her but the white man.
And that Ephraimite woman ain't far behind.
At all.
Yeah.
I would tell you to stay away from her too, man. You gonna go with the Northern Kingdom, duck and dodge Ephraim.
And I said that.
Go-
They too close to Judah.
Go with the other tribes, man. Yeah.
You got rice and bean Judah, man. That's all the Ephraimite woman is, man.
They
It's
got
fucking
their
rice
real
and
ass,
bean
so they
Judah,
work.
man.
A lot of still got their beauty.
Yep.
They fine as hell. They got hair past their shoulders, and they just as bad as a Judite woman.
Yes.
Super Saiyan 3.
I would tell you.
Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Demon.
Yeah, her shit on 9,000. Don't fuck with
Demon.
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 15, verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die.
So, you know, you gonna do what you want, but it's just, you know, what's it? The bed is not defiled between the man and his maid. All right, you know, you gonna do what you want, but that's just some sound advice to you younger brothers, man. You know, if you don't you don't have children already, or you not with Keisha now. Look, and guess what? These heathens going, man.
Man, they can't wait. Listen,
Right. And any of these Israelite camps is telling you that it's sin to be with them. That's not scriptural. That's them. That's them trying to please Keisha.
Right.
That's in their congregation giving them donations.
Which shouldn't be there.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Using scriptures.
And
they don't
that's
understand.
scripture.
Right.
Hold on,
That's it, man.
I said using scriptures they don't understand, like that Tobit. That Tobit has nothing to do with not dealing with women of another nation, man. You know, it talks about going into inheritance because both of those were both those people were of the same tribe.
Hey, look, you got more scriptures than I can even count of accounts of examples. Did not the scripture say in Romans, real quick, Romans 15 and 4? We're gonna get ready to shut down. And then Job 8 and 8, those two scriptures.
And then, like I was chopping it up with the brother Batat. You know, we go through this a lot of times. I say whatever type of Jake you is, whether you a Jake who got a little money and shit. We got brothers that got money, and you a brother that's down on your luck. The best thing for you to really do is deal with the white woman. Because if you got money, this bitch was born with money. She don't want nothing but a nigga. If you ain't got money, she got plenty money, and she don't want nothing but a nigga. And it go the same for Moab. I'm speaking through experience. The white woman, I'm speaking through experience. The Elamite woman, I'm speaking through experience. The Ishmaelite woman, I'm speaking through experience, man. We're talking about the concept.
Oh,
Elon.
This the book of Romans.
Hold on, say that again. I said, and Keisha just wants your balls in her purse, man.
That's right.
Tight.
yeah.
Right, and she got a couple other sets of them in there too.
Oh yeah.
It's the book
Overload.
of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So it's written in the foretime. There are plenty of examples in the Bible where our forefathers were dealing with and even had children with the heathen women. And they weren't going off, and they were actually considered righteous men.
Yep.
And books written about them.
Yep.
Books.
All right, stories written about them for our learning, examples for us to follow.
That's
All right. Job 8:8 now.
This the book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
So we go to the Bible to inquire of the former age, and once again, there are plenty of examples, multiple examples, all right, of our forefathers, all right, who had wives. We even got kings in Israel whose mothers was heathen women.
Yep.
So clearly, there's nothing wrong with an Israelite man using his God-given right from the Creator, all right, who was our power, all right, to deal with our heritage.
And they wasn't called
because the Lord said He created them for us. Everything was created for our sakes, man.
That's right.
So so they try to use one scripture to get around the whole Bible. All right.
Yeah, right. Every other piece of evidence.
To please that hair hat weave wearing broad that's giving donations in his church.
Still smoking
Up in his
cigarettes
church,
and weed.
right? Talking about bringing out, brother.
Shalom on the comment board. Here.
All right. Right. And for them very few sisters who listening, you know this ain't to you.
If the
all
shoe
right?
fit, wear it. If it
Right,
don't,
and it's to the majority of you who not listening. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 6. As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as the trees of lying aloes, which the Lord Yahweh has planted, as cedar trees beside the waters. So that's us back in the ancient world, banging these heathen women, man. All right. Verse 7, he shall pour out the waters out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and the kingdom shall be exalted.
That was on point. I was about to get at the brother, but he came hard. Because that was on point, man. Only because I said we were done. But anyway, that was a banger, brother. That was a good scripture. So with that, we'll give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakaraj.
What about